Imagine being born with boundless energy, a wagging tail, and the unquestionable love of your owners. But behind that wagging tail, there's a world full of obstacles. Life as a dog may seem like an endless vacation of belly rubs and treats, but when you peel back the fur, it's a hard-knock life. Welcome to the reality of being a dog. It all begins the moment you're born. As a puppy, your world is simple, or so it seems. You're squished into a little den, surrounded by your siblings, blindly relying on your mother for warmth and food. The first lesson you learn? Survival of the fittest. Not every puppy makes it past the first few weeks. Some are too weak, others too sick. You have to fight for a place at your mother's side, battling for every drop of milk. The world is loud, chaotic, and a little scary. The human hand that you so often see might be gentle, but it's also unfamiliar and unpredictable. Sometimes, the humans play with you, your tiny heart races with excitement, but you quickly learn that, just as easily, they might push you out of the way, all for the sake of an Instagram-worthy moment. By the time you're a few weeks old, you've learned that life isn't all wagging tails and puppy kisses. It's about fitting in, surviving, and finding your place, and not all puppies do. You're growing fast. Your legs stretch out awkwardly, and suddenly, everything feels like it's just too big for you. Your world expands. What used to be a cozy corner of the house is now an entire yard to explore. But with that newfound space comes a whole new set of challenges. The collar. You finally get your first collar, and it's like a tiny prison around your neck. You can't get it off, no matter how hard you scratch. You want to bite at it, paw at it, but it's always there. Just another reminder that you're not the boss here, your human is. The leash, the leash. Once you start going on walks, it feels like freedom, until you realize that your human is the one doing all the controlling. You want to run, explore every smell, chase every squirrel. But no! You're yanked back. You can't follow that squirrel. You can't leap into that puddle. You're bound to the pace of your human, who, by the way, never seems to understand the urgency of a good sniff. Training. Your human tries to teach you commands like sit, stay, come, but you'd rather just play and nap. You get scolded, you get treats, you get confused. One day, a treat. The next, a slap on the nose. You're just trying to figure out what's right, but it's hard to keep track when the rules keep changing. And don't even get me started on the crate. You learn that sometimes your humans leave you alone in a small, metal box. You whine, you howl, but it doesn't matter. You're learning that sometimes, being a dog means being alone, even when you're surrounded by love. You've made it through puppyhood, but that doesn't mean things get any easier. Now that you're a fully grown dog, you're expected to settle down, as if that's even possible. You're not a wild wolf running through the forest, but don't let anyone fool you, you still have that primal instinct. But the world is different now. The once unlimited energy of puppyhood gets put to the test. You have a job to do, whether it's guarding the house, fetching the ball, or just being good. The expectations are high, but the rewards? Not so much. The routine, every day is the same. Wake up, eat, walk, nap, repeat. You start to wonder if this is what you were born for, waking up to be fed and walked, then napping again in the same spot. It's like a never-ending loop of repetition. Where's the excitement? Where's the freedom you were promised when you were a pup? The vet! Oh, the vet! The dreaded trip to the vet! You thought you were getting a nice car ride, but no, suddenly, you're in a cold, sterile room with a stranger poking and prodding you. You get shots that make you flinch, and they always put that awful thermometer somewhere it should not be. No amount of treats can make up for that trauma. The other dogs, and let's talk about the other dogs. The ones at the dog park, the neighbor's dogs, the ones your humans let you meet on walks. Some are friendly, but others? Not so much. There's always that one dog who looks at you like you're a threat, and then there's the one who steals your toy and runs off. Why can't they all just share? Life as a dog is constantly about trying to fit in with the pack, but sometimes you're not sure you belong anywhere. As you age, your humans start to notice the signs, the gray fur on your muzzle, the slowness in your step, the occasional hesitation before jumping onto the couch. And soon, they start to treat you like a fragile little creature. You're not the playful pup anymore. You're the older, more subdued version of yourself. And that's when the true reality hits. Dogs, like all creatures, eventually face the inevitable. The world moves on. The love stays, but the strength fades. You're forced to become a spectator in the life you once ruled. You still get the treats, you still get the pats, but you can no longer run the race you once won. And, in the end, you're left to live out the rest of your days in a quiet corner, remembering when life was a little simpler and a lot faster. Being bored as a dog isn't all sunshine and wagging tails. It's a series of ups and downs, chasing squirrels, dealing with the leash, making sense of the confusing rules, and accepting that nothing lasts forever. Your humans might love you, but life is hard even for a dog. So next time you see that adorable pup with big, innocent eyes, remember, behind that cuteness, there's a journey of challenges, growth, and, ultimately, the bittersweet knowledge that no matter how much you love, life as a dog is never as easy as it seems.